Guys, we made it to week 4, halfway mark. And guess what? In this class, week 3 is super tough. Week 2 isn't super easy. Week 4 really kind of levels things down. Okay. So it's going to give us a chance to take a breath. It's going to give us a chance for those of you who are kind of ahead or at where you want to be to kind of slow down a little bit, get a little bit of a break. And it's going to give you an opportunity for those of you who want to do some catch up to do that, right? So this is really well timed. It's when you stagger 2 milestones in 2 weeks, the good news about that is that you still get that break that you normally have in between the milestones on the back end, right? Which is where we're at right now. So we have what did we do last week, right? So last week we talked about management. We talked about a lot of internal stuff, right? How is the workforce structured? Who leads? And now we're going to kind of cast a wider net outside of our own agency, and we're going to start looking at collaboration. Okay, so the assignments for this week are designed to do exactly that. They're designed to take a look at who else is in the field, in the area, who can supplement the work that we do with our target organizations, and how will we engage with them. Okay, so we have 2 assignments. Number 1 is our 4-1 activity, which is our agency interview. I want to be really clear at the very beginning, you do not have to do your interview this week, nor should you do your interview this week. Okay. What you should be doing this week is taking a look at the 4 standards of proposed questions that the assignment feeds to you and crafting the questions you want to do in your interview around that. You then send that question to me via your submission. I approve them, give you feedback, and then you take those out into the world and you go forth and you find your interview partner. Okay, so don't panic and think you have to find someone to interview for this week. You've got until so the interviews are kind of due in week 5, but you really just have to have them done by week 6. Okay, now the second assignment that you have here. Actually, let me step back. Note that the interview does have a consent form that you need to sign and that your interviewee needs to sign. I am okay with an electronic signature there. So if you want to convert that over to a format that can have an electronic signature, that's just fine. Okay. I don't really want you going out and doing a face-to-face interview and getting someone's signature right now due to everything that's going on. Okay. Now, 4-2, uh, nonprofit collaboration. This is great. This is very simple. Okay, this is going to give you 3 different cells to fill in. And in those cells, the questions you're going to answer is what agencies are out there that I'm looking to work with that could supplement the work I do? What organizations are out there that will supplement the work that I do with my target population? Why? And how can I engage with them? In fact, let me pull up the specific questions. We'll walk through it. So again, there's a template. You open up the template. It's a link, and it gives you a spreadsheet, right? It says, what is the name of the agency? Provide the name and a brief description. Then it says, what service does the agency provide? And then it's going to ask, what gaps does that fill in the services that you provide? And what you're going to see is that in the field, lots of us work together. So, for instance, if I'm working for Joe's Discount Human Service Agency and we work to provide food to the community in need, and we're going to find out that many of the clients we're working with that have food insecurity issues also have housing insecurity issues, right? So then I need to go over and work with Susanna's discount housing human services agency. Okay, we can complement each other. When we talk about scope, if you think back to some of our early classes, we talk about scope. What is your agency doing? What problems you're going to tackle? It's very difficult for us to do one-stop shopping. It's very difficult for us to do things that are comprehensive, really, because engaging with clients is difficult, even when you're only targeting one issue. Okay, so leaning on other agencies and creating collaborative relationships is a great way to make sure that our service delivery that we've been talking so much is up to par, right? So that service delivery may look like us doing an intake with a client, doing an assessment on their needs and saying, we can't meet them, right? We need to go out and find someone who can help us meet them. And that's what this assignment is all about. What you'll notice is I said 2 assignments. Neither of them were a milestone and neither of them were a discussion. Okay, so this is a streamlined week. Now, you need to do the reading. That's always the case, right? It really does reflect in your work if you haven't done the reading. However, I think you'll find that this week is a lighter week and a week to kind of get our feet under us. Okay, we'll talk more about the milestones tonight at our Teams meeting. And if you aren't able to attend, I'm doing what I can to figure out how to publish a recording to you guys. And if we can't do that, we'll come up with a plan B, whether that's you just call me, we set up a time to talk, or whether I type up some sort of summary for you. But we'll get you taken care of. Okay. Hope you're doing well, everybody.